what should they look for, and what are red flags in a lease?
Oh, number one, you want, a good length of the lease, for sure. And you want to definitely take a look at the pass-throughs, as far as the expenses go. Who's that, who does that lie upon with the real estate and the maintenance? And then seek legal counsel, your legal advisors to look through the lease and point out any red flags. But the longer the lease, the better. And then getting to know the landlord is really important. So you have a feel of who you're doing business with. Are they going to work with you on some issues you may have with the current lease? And yeah.
I'm going to add to that, if that's okay.
Sure.
One of the other things that I look at in the lease is how easy is it to assign that lease? Let's say you purchase the laundry and now you want to get out of it for some reason in 2 years, 3 years, whatever that timing is. So it's important to have that exit strategy and be able to assign the terms of the lease. And we see that in a lot of the leases where there's a clause and it says all options are personal, and that means that only the one who signed the lease are entitled to those options. So that's a red flag for us. We want to make sure that the lease is assignable. We want to know what the increases are. Is the lease going to go up, to the point where an owner cannot even afford it? So we want to see where all those numbers are, and we want to make sure there's no hidden factors in there that are going to be a jeopardy to the customer or the client. And we also, like Matt said, we want to make sure that they review it with their attorney and have a good understanding of it.
So there's a question here related to leases. Is there a preferred minimum lease term and extension options?
Go on.
No,
go ahead.
I'm just going to see if either of you could answer that, or Brandon.
I look at 10 as a minimum, and then at least 2 to 3, sometimes more options. And a lot depends on the size of the store and what you're paying for it. So obviously, if you're buying a larger store with a $1 million store, you're going to want to have long-term lease. You're going to want to have at least 25 to 30 years because you want to be able to recoup your money, whether it be owning the store or resale. So.
Yeah, and to add to what Carol said, you're not only doing this lease for yourself, but you're also thinking about, should you want to exit the business, that there's something on that lease that gives the next owner some value, thus putting more money in your pocket, making the store more marketable.